Welcome to Mexing Around. My name is Strino. If you could, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. And with me today is a man who considers Raisin Bran an effective diet plan. Woo-pow!
That's terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. I wish people would stop telling you how good this is, because it's pathetic.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Yeah, I've done a unofficial survey, and 99% of our viewers prefer my intro over to your face.
Oh, I highly doubt that's been done. Show me the results of that survey, old buddy.
Yeah. There's only one, and I think we both know who that is that preferred your face over the intros.
Oh, screw you, man.
Okay, we got some games lined up for this week, some stuff coming out. Let y'all know about.
Oh, some good ones too, man. Of course, I know everybody's probably like smack in the middle of Resident Evil Village about right now.
Yeah, we that video done really well, and then the next week's video is like nobody watched it.
Everybody's busy, man.
Y'all can stop playing Resident Evil Village long enough to watch our game releases.
That's right. Yeah, give us 10 minutes of your day.
10 minutes. That's all we ask for.
But.
And we're only asking that a week.
True. Hey, this week's gonna be just as bad, man. There's a couple on here that's gonna suck their attention as well. Guarantee you.
Well, that's good. I know there's a few on here that just suck.
Well, in our opinion, yeah. There's some that I think are pretty terrible, but just not my cup of tea, you know? Maybe it's somebody else's.
That's right. That's why we cover them all.
All right, so
up first, Hood, Outlaws, and Legend action RPG, and this one's PvP and co-op.
Yes.
Now this one I think has potential.
Oh, dude, they don't have potential. This is going to be a good one, man. This looks awesome to me. I love the whole the way they do it. They're actually calling it PvPvE, so it's kind of like you fight each other, and there's also AI in there as well. So it's a good mix of everything all in one. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the For Honor game that my son absolutely loves.
Yeah, true. It's got that. It does look like Assassin's Creed too. It's got that look to it a little bit. But you know, the idea is there's heists that you have to do, and you compete against other people, which is where the PvP comes in. And then there's AI in here as well, which is where the PvE comes in. So I just think it's a cool mix of everything. It's going to be a really good game. There's a lot of hype on this one, and I think it's going to deliver.
Good deal. Up next, Famicom Detective Club. This is that anime style that you love so much.
Yeah, well, you know, this is one of those that I do like the anime style. Yes, I'm not going to argue with that one. I love a good anime. But this one here, this is one of those that's not for me.
No, this is the second game of Detective Club series.
It is. It's another one of those, you know, well, obviously it's a detective. I mean, that's what you are. That's kind of the name of the game here. But you got to interrogate people. You got to find answers. You got to search for clues and find out what's going on. So I think this is the second one. Like you said, this one is like the one where there's a death at a school, maybe. You're trying to find out the reason what's happening.
But if you buy one, you get $10 off the other one at this time.
So the people who like the anime stuff, obviously this is going to be a good one. Or if you like the detective-ish games, this will be one for you for sure.
Quantum Replica.
Yep. This one, it came out for PC like mid-2018, somewhere in there. And the reviews are just mixed. It seems like people either like it or they don't. There's no really gray area there. And the ones who don't, their constant complaint is bugs and like constant crashing. So, you know, at the time it was probably not polished, I'm sure at the time, and I'm sure they fixed some things, and now it's coming out for console, so I'm sure they'll clear all that mess up before it comes out.
Yeah, that's kind of deal. If it's a game that you really just absolutely love everything about it, you can overlook the imperfections. But if you're just kind of like the game, then the imperfections is not going to work.
Yeah, true. And I think that's going to happen on this game for sure. But, you know, maybe like I said, maybe they'll get it straightened out for the console, and it'll be a good release when it comes out.
Subnautica.
Dude, I don't know how I missed the boat on this game.
Dude,
I think it looks incredible.
I've been watching it. There's parts of it that I really like the look of. It kind of reminds me of, a lot of games, actually, a lot of survival games. But there's parts of it that just kind of come off like it doesn't have the complete package that some of the other survival games have.
It could be. I don't know, man. I think it's good to go. And it reminds me of No Man's Sky, but underwater.
Yeah, that's the one I was.
I mean, really, that's what it looks like. Visually looks incredible.
Yeah, it really does. It's just, they got this other one coming out, the Subnautica Below Zero. And I think that's going to add in a lot more land type encounters.
Yeah.
Which is unusual for a Subnautical game.
True, yeah.
They're going to add that in and kind of, I guess, round out the possibilities.
Yeah,
here.
true. I mean, they're going from like Subnautica like the other one is, where it's just underwater. This one's, of course, like you said, below zero. So it's still underwater, but you're in an Arctic area now. So it's different zone, different kind of, they've refined a few of the game features and stuff. So, I mean.
Yeah, but if I've watched some of the extended cuts on this, and they've added a lot more terrain-based, frozen, terrain-based type stuff. So it, fits with the Subnautica with all the water, and it fits with the Sub-Zero. And that poor guy, he looks so rough after a day's work.
It's been a rough few weeks for this poor guy, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But I just like the fact that the visuals look great. You can construct your own habitat and stuff. You kind of do your research, you gather stuff, you build things. I mean, that's why I say it kind of feels like a complete package, because there's a little bit of something for everybody.
All right, and that concludes our non-features, but our features for the week are coming up, starting off with Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition.
Yes, sir, man. There's been a lot of our friends on Twitter been talking about this one lately.
Well, Mass Effect's a good series.
It's absolutely, it is. Yes. I mean, I've played them all. Mass Effect 2 is probably my favorite. I mean, I don't know why, they're all pretty good, but it was the most enjoyable one for me of the series. But, now we're getting, of course, as you can tell here, the remastered, which is becoming a very common thing, man. They're taking a lot of the good games and moving them up to 4K, giving them that frames boost, and just some of these games, they don't need to change.
And not only frames boost, the rendering on some of these is so much better, and that's great. They could just take all the old great games and remaster them, and I'd be fine with that. They should live forever.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. This is one of them right here where you don't need to change much. Just polish it up, make it look better, and send it right back to us. And I know, like I said, there's plenty of people just waiting for this thing to drop coming out the 13th, or 14th, May 14th.
May 14th. Yeah. Man, the lighting, there's it almost looks like a different game, even though they haven't changed nothing really up except the graphics.
Well, like I said, it's one of those games that didn't have to. The freaking game was great when it came out, and I'm fine with this. Make it look a little better, make it playable on my sweet new machine over here, and I'm happy. My problem is getting another freaking job, dude. You know how many games I've bought lately? And
oh, I know.
And every week there's one more that I want to buy, one or two more that I want to buy, and my wife, man, she's gonna kill me one of these days.
Yeah, mine's not having it. I'm on a hold right now of new games.
Are you on a hold?
That's just the way that is. No, I'm on a hold.
I get it.
I think I'm grounded for a month from buying.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, but it's tough. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Wrath of the Druids.
Yes, sir.
This is one of those games that makes it tough.
I know, man, and of course, Valhalla's getting a lot of grief. People don't think it's one of the better Assassin's Creeds, which is, whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I personally really liked Valhalla. I think it's great, and I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, it was delayed just a little bit, but anymore, I don't even care. If it's delayed a little bit because they're fixing things and polishing stuff up, take all the time you need. Make it right before it comes to us.
I think the consensus of most game fans is get it right before releasing it. We don't want to wait a year for you to get it right while it's live.
Yeah, that, and then they'll come out with it, and they'll be like, "Hey, there's a patch coming out in 1 week." So in 1 week, you have this massive patch you got to put on there to fix some of the other things. But yeah, this one I think is going to look awesome. And they got some new stuff they're adding into it. Of course, you get to battle these wicked-looking dudes. Of course, they got the ring forts here.
Yeah, I mean, like Vikings versus Druids, game
Yeah,
one.
it's pretty awesome. Pretty good lore in this one. You get to master the art of smuggling. Of course, like I said, you get to conquer the ring forts. There's some Gaelic kings in here that you're trying to gain favor with by doing certain deeds and probably murdering some people, I'm sure, along the way, which is awesome. And from what I can tell, werewolves are coming to Valhalla.
Werewolves.
Yeah, we might want to put a little
Nice.
spoiler alert on there somewhere. I read that on someone's feed, on one of the Assassin's Creed's feed, talking about werewolves. So yeah, that could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and this is kind of a Irish kind of take on everything, so that's neat too.
Yep, this is going to be a good update. I think it's going to be a good Wrath of the Druids. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to this one. But what's up with werewolves? Like Assassin's Creed's going
they're
to
getting
it.
a lot of traction.
Yes, Resident Evil's going to it.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I think about Resident Evil and I think it's cool. I like the werewolves and the vampires and all that stuff, but I'm like, man, where's the zombies, yo? This is Resident Evil.
Put some.
Yeah, I want something to try to chew my face off.
Well, I think the werewolves will try to.
That's fair. They probably would. That's a good point.
All right, there's a lot of good ones in there. The Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that looks good. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The upgrades to that game are stellar,
sure.
And that Hood Outlaws and Legends kind of falls in the same groove of those two, and looks like it's almost as good a game.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to trying that one out. And Subnautica. Like I said, I don't know where I was at on that last one, but I mean, I want to give that a go.
Well, I can completely understand that. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you would leave a comment below, and we'll look forward to hearing from you.
Guys, have a good week.